Hey you, here it's Davey. I have a little bit time left before my holidays are ending, so I thought why not make a small video about Vasari gameplay. I think wanted to go over some replays anyways and look at them and well, why not just make a video, make some content for our little community. Um, my focus, I thought, was about decision making. I had some interesting discussions with a friend, and he just felt like it's his main part that he struggles with, and I also think it is something that really can differentiate many players. Because basically getting a build down or pressing the right eco tracks is in some sense well learnable, and you can also practice it actually kind of well, and you can also like compare numbers, and you can kind of well with some math and yeah tests deduce what is more optimal. So I would say many do fine in that department, or actually can do really good. But yeah, when it's like in the game, in the RTS moment where you like have to make decisions, what you're gonna do, why you're doing what you're doing, yeah, that is like the hardest part of the game uh, while playing. And yeah, let's just go through it. I think I spawned in some. I'm not sure. I think this was. Let's. I can look at it. No, completely fucked up. Sorry. Yeah, I was. It was a random spawn, so I think our teammates were all together except me, so I was definitely gonna fight. Yeah. So like the first thought is obviously immediately, okay, I am going to be heavy investing into warfare. Because yeah, there's not much time and space most likely for me to develop. That's why I'll go with the Vitru lab, and I will also most likely gonna add more factories, but I tend to wait off a bit because depending on how the layout is, it might actually be better to have the factory somewhere much more upfront, but in most cases it's just best on the home world. I feel like producing on your home world and just basically protecting your home world with a lot of fleet, all pumping from the same place is much easier to keep having the fleet topped up because the fleet builder sometimes messes up. Like for example, if you have like two factories on like an asteroid here and you have like two here, that they will just produce on here, and then you would have to manually assign a group or manually produce on your home world as well. For me, that's just micro-wise a big hassle. Yeah. So like the first moment, it is very important to scroll out, see where you are, and I see, as said, I'm definitely gonna fight. Also to manually send the scouts, like basically one to the right side, that you make sure you know how far or how close your next opponent is, and the other to the other side, the left side, so you also know immediately, yeah, the distance and what you have to prepare for, how much time you have. When you're in the middle, for example, you don't really have to care about your cluster in between. I think it is then your job actually to quicker send your scouts to the middle. So if you do not have the neutral factions, that you are a bit in charge of discovering them. But yeah, we had a Vasari alliance, so it was less of an issue in this game. I'll get the derelict, normal start. I already scouted here quickly. I saw not them, but this must be the cluster. So his home world can only be like behind here. Yeah, it was there. And here was also decision left or right, right? So I have my two ices, and I already see, okay, this is kind of a decently distant opponent to the left. Because I mean, he would basically need to cross two ice, and yeah, he also has to cross his cluster. So this is already like a choke that is easily defendable, for example, if it was too close. But yeah, even if he came like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes later, I would have a shot between these asteroids to defend well enough and without being like basically sandwiched. I mean, I would be sandwiched, but like I can. It's not so easy for them to basically engage me 2-in-1 because I can easily like jump to these asteroids and him here wouldn't be able to. So I went to the right because these distances are shorter and also ice is just it's just not valuable at all for me at the start. Later on, sure, for the exos and for the crystal, but at the start you only lack metal, and when you're aggro, you want metal because all your fleet, all your ships cost mainly metal. Like the skirmishers, like 90% metal. Sulzarak 2-1. I think the Warden also 3-1. Even Kenrex is like 2-1. And Raiders is like, yeah, this is like the crystal heaviest, but yeah, I mean, you get the picture. It is heavy metal, and I lack metal, so yeah. In like coordinated games, I will also immediately go into trading with my allies. So I will request, I check if they have metal. I mean, the Vasaris are in the similar space, but like the eco ones, I could definitely try to back them. Or I sell, especially like to the tech guys. They often like grays and the yellows, and yeah, I basically try to just get any metal someone can spare because it definitely accelerates my play. So now I see how far he is, and knowing him, this is Autumn. He's known to be a very aggressive primacy player, so I am pretty sure he's gonna be quickly enough at my doorstep. And his primacy, so there's also like freebooters incoming. Where can I see it? I can't see it. Okay. I have to switch. But yeah, his primacy for sure. So yeah, my goal is to just basically press the important blueprints, which is like the defensors. I get the regenerative shielding because then you get shield regen in combat, and I think especially early it is very, very valuable because you see also here like the egg lost all its shield just generally because of the fighting, also at a derelict. And if the shield is always ticking up, then you will have a way more healthy egg than supposed to you not or only out of combat region after like 60 seconds or so. Yeah, it is 60 seconds because it is exactly, or no, not 60, but I think it was like something like 60. So yeah. I think I saw that he would be moving and I knew I wouldn't engage, so I thought I would just quickly try to take the ship graveyard. I already pressed the defense button 2 times and yeah, the turrets, because I know I will struggle a bit against the freebooter timing. I mean, I am pressing ships, but the freebooters are still quite strong. And I was also trying to try to maybe snatch my cluster. It is not the greatest spawn, like it is not so easy to colonize for me, so I will just be like fighting it tooth and nails. Like I think in hindsight it is important that I already like go 3 factories here, because I actually went factories here, and I think if I would play again I would put 3 or 4 factories on my home world. It is a bit risky. I thought I had enough time. I mean, I will have enough time to keep it because I had it early and it is already quite healthy and defense is up. I also have the Pranost, so that definitely helps. So he wisely decided to skip because I already invested in resources in defense. So now he's fighting next to my homeworld, and I luckily still have like factories here on this asteroid. I think one I will definitely add soonish another, and 2 here. So this will be the timing where I have to hold. Like here, I immediately try to snipe the PD units because they are the only ships that deal damage with my to my defensors. And him bypassing also means he cannot easily reinforce because they will just take way too much damage against 5 turrets. I mean, they will just die. So I just have to hold that onslaught, and if I'm gonna hold, then I at least have fended off the first initial push. Try to always have keep your fleet out of the AoE. And yeah, try to keep focusing the small units. I will soon get rid of the PD, and then I think my next target will be either the pillagers or the kobolds. He also quickly moved out of the way, so his micro is here. He moved the two pillagers away, which is clever. So then I also just moved like 2-3 defenders away that follow them. But I think he saw that I did that, so yeah, he moved them back immediately. You see that he is proficient with micro, so he knows what he has to look out for. Yeah, I would definitely like. I mean, I was lacking resources, but yeah, I think I should have sold my Exos already and pressed the metal buy button. But yeah, I was under micro stress. But I was already feeling fine because I have 30 defenders, more spawning in. Every ship that he loses basically gives me some metal. So yeah, I'm fine. Also important, I think, that many people could I think improve on is to just keep they basically leave the colonize button on, but if it's like next to the cap, it is just way too risky because I will just keep farming the XP basically. Yeah, I have put it on off autocast so I will not colonize it and give him the free XP because he's not going to be able to build something. So I think I'm quickly going out because I had the feeling all my ships were getting really low, which they did. So I tried to not abuse, but I tried to use my regen. I have now already full regen on the hull and armor, and obviously the passive shield. And I mean I know he cannot deal like big damage or huge damage, so yeah, I'm kind of fine. Just have to make sure I don't lose too much. And he's now on full retreat actually, because he lost like all his kobolds. I think he overstood his welcome. On the other side, I was looking that my other Vasari friend was doing kinda well against his Vasari opponent, so I really have no pressure, basically. I mean, not too much pressure to be afraid to be attacked on the left side, so I press on forward. I moved to this asteroid further. I immediately added the raiders. I think I added now the second factory here now, yeah. So I still kept trying to produce manually raiders on the homeworld, so I will have a second fleet with raiders. And yeah, most tech also adjust by obviously adding Gardas, which he has to because I have the defensor wall. But then you just quickly switch to light frigates, so you also have an answer to the PD ships, and then it's only something in terms what matters your micro. I saw all of his ships coming in. I was still like a bit wounded, so I regened up again. And I also knew I still had my big raider second fleet in the backline producing on the homeworld, so I didn't have my full fleet together. But now I feel very confident because he lost a lot of ships, and yeah, I can engage again. And yeah, always remember Vasari has this passive region which kinda outmatches the region of the other factions, except like maybe Shield from Advent or the retrofit which he has here, which definitely also heals a lot. But yeah, it looks like he didn't even have it yet. I would say it's very important. Yeah, he doesn't even have it. That's big. So yeah, now with like soonish 30 raiders, because more are incoming. I have an amount that easily deals with the turrets and the factories. And now it's only like I don't even micro them away because he doesn't have the from the red bombs, because he doesn't have the firepower to basically kill too much in the meantime. Yeah, just keep checking. Like in this map gen, I can even expect the third player coming in because he sees like, okay, my friend is dying, so this is something to consider. So I already upped the planet HPs to my outer systems, just to basically buy myself time, right? Because there's also the mistake that some players do, like they send their fleet there and then they start bombing, but their fleet is basically idle because, I mean, yeah, you can maybe kill the extractors quickly, but just send your fleet to your dying ally, right? If you can take the fight. And the bombing basically is left for the caps, yeah. But it also means in turn they do not have their caps in the fight, so it weakens them impact-wise, power-wise. So it's really good to have your outer systems having higher planet HP. It also affects the planet HP region. I think it scales with level and also even with the defense track. So yeah, do not under invest in such things. Because my job is basically to just to survive. And if I even take someone with me down a bit, I have done my job basically. Because now I have like I'm like on 400 or 500 fleet supply. I will but easily get to 600, and I'm preparing for 900. And I mean I don't have much eco, but my raiders are gonna give me basically the eco because I will send them further, and white will not be able to easily fend that off. Yeah, so I will have decent econ to keep pumping ships. Like if I'm in a coordinate team, I could even start requesting more of this guy that is obviously super rich, and then I can even ignore all the eco stuff or most of the eco stuff. Yeah, and I mean white was like okay-ish. He could definitely have been faster because his job should have been to be quickly here, and then attack me. Because there is no use in like I don't know where he went. Yeah, to go to take these barons. I think this is yeah. I mean you can like send if your ally is doing well, you can send partially of your fleet to be greedy and take them. But yeah, I mean green died during this, and if he were to be quick and it was only 2 jumps from his home world, he could have definitely boxed me in, right? And also enable green to develop further, right? So that was a big decision mistake from white, which basically means they lost here, and I'm pretty sure I would have done okayish against white as well, even though he's already like yeah, I mean obviously far superior eco and he has enclave set up, garrison set up, so yeah. But still, like over time, if I see the garrisons, I would transition to oppressors, and then I should be able to deal with them for quite some time pretty well. Yeah, that was it. Hope you enjoyed it.